Cool. Morning, Josh. Thanks for joining us. Can I just start with the news that sort of came out the tail end of last week regarding Cricket Australia? Did it sort of take you by surprise what you've read over the last few days about finances and money? And have you had a chance to speak to anybody specifically about it?
It probably took me a little bit by surprise, I guess. Just due to the fact that it's probably happened at a perfect time, I guess, this pandemic for Cricket Australia, I guess, and it happening in March compared to, the footy codes who are really in some trouble, heading into their season. So a little bit surprised there, but there's going to be some impacts, no doubt. We're no different from any other sport, and I guess it depends how long it hangs around as to how much it's going to affect us, I guess. And if it leads into next summer, it can be, quite serious. So obviously playing it by ear at the moment, and we'll see where we end up.
Do you think the players will be willing to sort of take quite a broad view on it and go, look, it's an unprecedented situation. If we need to help by absorbing some of the costs ourselves, pay reductions or whatever, that you'd be open to that situation given where everybody is at the moment?
Yeah, we're obviously partners in the game, and we've always said that. We've ridden the highs, and now it's probably time to ride the lows a little bit. So we've always said we're partners in the game, and see what it comes to, and we'll obviously play our part.
Thanks, Josh. Cheers, Cole.
No troubles. Sam Phillips.
Yeah, hey, Josh. Mate, I just wanted to ask, just on, I suppose, on top of that question you've just answered there, how important is it to avoid, given the sort of financial state of the game, how important is it to avoid what happened in 2017, where there was a pretty sort of fierce stalemate between the players and CA?
Yeah, obviously, I think the relationships are a lot better now between the ACA and CA, and they've developed a long way, I think, in the last 18 months, 2 years probably, and there's a lot better relationship there. So I think that'll go a long way towards having this, I guess, episode a lot better than last time. So it's all positive from our end, and I think from both ends. So hopefully it's a lot better communication, and I think we'll see that in the coming weeks, coming months, I guess.
And in terms of the support staff, are you a little bit worried about what that might look like whenever you guys start playing again?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the support staff's fantastic. On tour, they do everything for us in all different departments, so it makes our jobs a lot easier. And if that's sort of scaled back, I guess that puts a bit more emphasis on our own preparation, what we need to do to play our best, and not rely on all these helpers, I guess, on tour.
Just looking at your career stats, you played 7 T20 internationals, and it's been a while since you played the last one. And this year, with no IPL, looks like, and the World Cup's still scheduled to go, what are your plans to get back into that team, and with very little opportunities for you to kind of show your worth?
It's a good question. Obviously, can't do too much right now, other than stay fit and be ready for when everything kicks off again. But the IPL was going to be a good opportunity for me in T20 cricket, and to hopefully play a few games there and do well for Chennai, and sort of put my name forward for that World Cup. But obviously, even that World Cup's up in there at the moment, and there may be opportunities down the track before that gets rescheduled or whatever. So. Obviously played the Big Bash as well this year, played a few games there and helped the Sixers to a win. So took that opportunity, I guess, and just whatever else pops up, I guess, before the World Cup is an opportunity. But at this stage, it's pretty difficult.
Josh, a couple of options are being discussed for next year if the Indians can't come. One is maybe playing an Australia A series, or perhaps they could, make the Sheffield Shield and the domestic competitions the sort of main focus. What would you prefer? Would you like to take on Australia A in a series?
I think it'd be exciting. It was definitely a little bit exciting in that game we played in England before the Ashes started. I guess that was a bit of a mixed bag of players, but it was the strongest 24, 25 players in Australia in red ball cricket. And it was a pretty exciting game, to be honest. No one held back at all. Sort of spots were on the line. So I guess you'd have that same sort of feel in an Aussie A game in Australia. I think obviously Australia always loves an underdog, so they sort of get behind the A team. But as you mentioned with Shield cricket, probably go to a new level as well. I think with all the Aussie players playing and sort of that being the main focus. So I think you could go a little bit of both, to be honest. And if no international teams toured, I guess that would be the top level of cricket, I guess.